Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, Tiny Tuesday. We're gonna work in the tiny journal, see what we find, figure out. I don't know. I have a vague idea. I was like, I haven't done anything with my masking fluid for a while, so we're just gonna have a little bit of a play and see what happens. So if you're not familiar with masking fluid, it's a liquid and then it has to dry. It's like a rubber, I think, if I can get this open. Oh man. Okay, is it open? Negative. Okay, anyway, it is, here we go. It's a liquid and you put it down first and then let it dry and then paint other stuff on it. You can see it's got little stringies because it's a rubber. It smells funky. Some people don't like it. When I say funky, it's just that natural rubber kind of smell. I don't know if you're familiar with that smell. That's what it smells like. So I am just going to, ooh, it was farther in than I wanted. Make some designs, maybe. I was kind of gonna do like a shape, and now I think I'm just gonna make some designs on here and see what happens. Maybe I should have poured it into a little cup. It's all right. We'll just make some designs and we'll see what happens. I haven't played around with this for quite a while, so I shook it really well because it was kind of starting to separate. Not separate, get a skin on the top. So yeah, so we'll just make some designs of some sort, and then I thought I would do some watercolor and then see what happens. And then this is supposed to just kind of roll off, like you can just rub it off. So that is what my thought process was for today. Let's see. Deep. Our book is getting very, very thick. And I keep hoping to try and find some little clippies that will work with it. And I'm just not finding what works really well. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna let that be for a minute. Wipe this off a little. I hope you're having a good day. What do we have going on? I need a watercolor brush because I have my watercolors. I spritzed them with some water already. I'm gonna close this up because I don't want it to get more funky. See, it kind of rolls up. It doesn't really stick to you once it starts to dry. So there. Rabbit is out bipping and bopping. He's not thrilled. I blocked off the access to my storage closet because I had taken the door off it because I couldn't have the door on because his little cage that's in here, it's not really a little cage, but it goes past the door frame in order for everything to fit in my studio. So I'm like, let's just take the closet door off. I don't really need it on there anyway. But now Mr. Naughty Pants decides that he wants to go into the closet and be extra naughty in there. So now I have moved some things to block it off so he can't get into there. It is a rainy, rainy day today. All right, let's just play around with some watercolor and see what happens. Let's use this. It's kind of big. How about a little smaller? Little smaller. Don't think I have things arranged here very well. It's hard to do things when you have to hang on to the, so only have one hand. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's pick what color. How about, let's kind of do, I was going to go for like some blues and grays, but I'm kind of feeling maybe some fall colors. So let's have a play and see what we see. That seems really, I'm not sure what I'm doing, or where we're going with this. So let's just have some fun. I don't know. I need something to blot off a little bit because that was a lot of part. These are some very, very rich, highly pigmented watercolors. I love them, but they're very pigmented. We'll just see what happens. See if this fluid works out the way that I kind of hope it does. Let's see, maybe a little of this brown. See, kind of want things to flow a little bit. That's why I'm being a little bit, you know, just doing whatever. Just gonna, I know it's probably blobby and weird right now. It might stay blobby and weird. I don't know. We're just having a play. Just seeing what happens. In fact, maybe we'll give it a smush even. Let's close our pages up and then see what happens there. I don't know. Ooh, see some of the sticking. That's funny. Okay. Ooh, that's cool though. Here, I need a, let's blot. I don't know if that's the rag I wanted to use for blotting, but it is the rag I'm using. Let's see. Ooh, I actually really like that. Can't tell if that's got some resist down there or we just didn't have any color. Okay, so let's give this another blot and then so you are supposed to pull it off, but I think it's pulling off some of the paper too. Which is fine. Like, oh, that's fun. So that's what's fun about doing this kind of stuff. You don't know what's gonna happen, but see how it just starts to roll off and then you have like a really good resist. Nice. I probably should have waited for the watercolor to dry a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll just do, let's see, I know there's some more down here. Because it's kind of also about the negative spaces that we're getting out of this as well. That's kind of the point of the resist. Okay, did I get everything on this side? Not quite. Okay, that side is done. This side, we might have to give it a moment or two, but maybe not. That one's good. I'm kind of digging it. Like I said, we didn't really have much of a pattern in mind or a plan, and that's fine. Come on. Come off. And some of the paper tore, like I said. Not as much as I thought originally, though. Pixie, stop it. There are certain things I do not want him chewing on. He is such a chewer. I was spoiled with my last rabbit, who was not a chewer. Okay, so now that we have that, what do we want to do next? Maybe let's trace the lines, maybe? Do I have a nice drawing pen or pencil? Maybe. There they are. Let's try one of these friends. These are in black. What size? Have to look and see which size. Biggest, medium, fine, super fine. Let's go with the medium. There it is. Okay, let's see. See what we see. Yeah. Okay, so this is just a drawing pen. And I'm just going to trace these lines. However I feel like. Kind of a abstract, fun situation. So that must have got really wet underneath there or something. Or maybe when it pulled up, some of the ink went underneath. I'm trying to decide, do I want that to cross under? Let's do this. That, like that better. Okay. All right, this friend. I think we'll just do that. Okay, little spot here. Now, tricksy things. Okay. Digging it. I'm digging it. Hope you had a good weekend. Mine was busy. My little Bubba, when he came home from school on Friday, he was not feeling the greatest. He told me he had a sore throat and then wanted snuggles. So really for him, when he wants snuggles, he doesn't actually want snuggles most of the time. He just wants me to sit by him and be in the same room with him. So we did that most of the afternoon on Friday. And then what else? Yeah, then he woke up in the morning. He had a really high fever at like 3:30 in the morning. He woke me up to tell me his brain hurt. So that was fun. So I didn't have the greatest amount of sleep, which happens. All right, I'm not really sure where to follow this. We're just gonna try to keep outlining the white spots. There we go. I think this is our last one. Now we need to decide what we want to do next. Do we want to do more doodling of some sort in another color? Stick with black? I don't know. I feel like this could go a really long ways. It could go pretty far with stuff, but I don't know. Do we want to doodle? Maybe a finer pen. Let's go a step finer. This one is a finer point on it. Let's see. Or do I want to go super fine? Let's go super fine and see what kind of doodles we come up with. Let's make I got wibble wobbles, but that's okay. Wibbly wobblies. And then let's see, Saturday I got a bunch of stuff done around the house. I shot a few videos, got a bunch of cleaning done. Little Bubba was not feeling good. He pretty much stayed on the couch. And then my nephew came over later in the evening and hung out with him. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that actually. Do I want to do anything else? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that wide one again. I'm gonna make this, I don't know. Oh, that's a brush tip. I don't want a brush tip. This one. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can. Kind of looks like a snake. Looks like a little snake right there. It's not what I was intending. So kind of like how this kind of seems like it wants to cross. So I am just kind of doing a continuation of that. I like that a lot. I'm going to come back in with a little bit of watercolor now on that, I think. Just a tiny bit. Let's use this gray. Not sure where we're going with this, but that's okay. There. I actually kind of, I don't know how much more we want to do. It's just kind of a fun, kind of amorphous design. We could do more doodles. Do we want to though? Maybe a little. Let's do a little tiny bit. Where's the super fine? Fine, super fine. Ah. I had a thought, and I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna do this one. And this one. And this one. It is hard for me to talk and do these fine lines, so I apologize for that. It is very difficult for me to stay steady and focused while I'm trying to be steady with my hand. Three. Do this friend here. Okay. Let's do this one too. I guess we'll just do them all. Why not? Or at least all the little blobbies. I think is that good? Maybe that's good. I kind of want to differentiate this one here. So I want a little bit more variation. So anyway, and then yesterday, what did I do? Oh, I did some staining, prepping some pages for a new commission journal that I'm working on for a friend. So I needed to prep some papers. So I had some papers in the right colors and do some like coffee, tea staining. And then I added a little bit of Stormy Skies Distress Oxide sprays, and yeah, did some fabric too, since I was like some trims and whatnot. So I did that, and theirs are still in the process of drying, so I get some good depth of color. And yeah, and then I told myself to take a break, and I played my video game for a little bit. So, okay, I really like that. So let's go ahead and get our date in here and call that good. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Just some fun little doodles here this morning. So let's go ahead. And I actually put the date on the stamp for once. I remembered. Now, where do we want to put this? Should we... Let's put it right here. Yeah, I think you can see that enough. There we go. 9/22. Tomorrow's 23rd, so you'll get this on the 23rd. All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me bring it closer so you can see. So there's our fun little watercolor masking, doodling fun. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, but art with your heart. You have a great day. Bye.